And the match we have up next is the junior men team gold medal match between the men's team from Korea and the defending, or not the defending team even, sorry, the home team of the USA.
Correct, and we can see that Korea ranked number 1 in the ranking round, but USA was 6th, so US really...
USA have shot very well. There's
So
a great thing in the US in home matches that they perform very well for home crowd. There is something that the US shoot very well, or not necessarily shoot, but perform very well on home turf. Like Justin Hoosh coming home with 2 gold medals in the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta, I guess?
Yes, correct. We have here Korea with Lee, and Ming, and Korea had to face Finland in the 8 finals, and then they beat them, and they beat China in the quarterfinals, and they beat France in the semifinals to put them in the medal. When United States had to eliminate Mexico in the 1/8 finals, and then went against Chinese Taipei in the quarter elimination round, and they beat Japan, which is always strong, in the semifinals, and just to the gold medal match. So we have Korea against United States.
The US are shooting a pretty consistent standard. They're shooting probably averaging maybe 330, 660 standards, maybe a little higher in the rounds. They're shooting 58, 55, 55, 54, 57, 57. Very good shooting in team events.
And here are the US team.
Again, 2 of these team members had a bit of team practice in Antalya just over 2 weeks ago.
And here we
have...
It
would be 2 weeks exactly, wouldn't it?
Yep, 2 weeks ago we have Sergei Makarevich, we have Maxim Popovich, and we have, Collin, the Ukrainian team. What a mistake. USA with Collin Klimitchek, with Seok Garrett. We'll have him here as commentator this morning.
Very good.
Super Seok, and Caleb Miller.
Yeah, it's a very good team.
Yep.
You know, Zach set a US national record, was it 688 in the Arizona Cup? Very good shooting. Hill was the next big thing to come from America. However, in Antalya and here, he's not quite performed to the heights that indicated. But we have Colin Klimitchek there, who beat Brady Ellison in the bronze medal match in Antalya. High X, exactly the same hole as the Korean women started in. That's a nice way to open a match. Straight in with an X.
Always give a lot of confidence when you start with the arrow in the X in the first shot. Good, 9.
And we've Hoyt GMX with InnoX Prime limbs, I believe there. So they're the foam. That's a winning combination used by a lot of the Korean team. No, Kibo Bay's a big fan of the Hoyt GMX with win limbs. Here, Colin Klimitchek with a monster long draw length. I think 33 inches is the.
I guess he doesn't cut the arrows at all.
No, that's an impressive draw length. He's shooting, I think, 380s or 350s on 46 pounds. But when you have an arrow that long, that's a lot of flexing in the arrow.
There is, indeed.
Ooh, Caleb Miller coming down on his first shot of the team event here. Seems to have fallen off the clicker. Still a decent amount of time. Colin got a good quick shot off there.
9.
And another 9 for Caleb. Both arrows high on the target. Will Zach follow the same suit? Zach is shooting the 60mm high profile XS wings. You can see the very big veins on his arrow there. And a 10. Still high once again.
Garrett Zach, who was commenting here, showing us how it's happening, how to do it. We were talking with him this morning, and I was mentioning that now you know what we talk when you're shooting. We were having many comments of the Korean archer shooting, how to be there, what to focus on, the mental game.
Well, that is the main thing, archery. When you get to this level, everyone can put them in the middle. It's what you do in your head so that you can allow your body to just run through the process.
And be focused in what matters and not in everything.
8.
They have an 8 at 12 o'clock.
Very Korean style draw.
Yes, nice line.
Bow starting high, coming straight in. No deviation from the lines. Everything's very aligned. Chest in a good position. Generally very strong. Strong archery.
Good timing. 3 seconds. Very fast.
And then we have Collin shooting the standard Kisik Lee technique. A wide draw, and then comes into the anchor with the shoulder blades at an angle, sitting on his back.
Interesting. It was a 7 high, which is not what you want to give to a Korean.
All the arrows still high.
Was not happy with that one.
Yes.
Seems
That was
that
a miss.
a miss. Yes, he missed the target. It was clear he had a bad release. He was
And
not
Zach
happy.
Garrett, pretty much a pointless arrow here. But another opportunity to make sure his sight's in the right place. 10 seconds left on the clock.
You see the clock there at the end.
9.
2 very good shots, very close
The
together.
set system allow that the match is still alive with this miss, because if not,
Yeah, back in the old cumulative system, that would be pretty much
Over.
the match over at this point.
yes.
Korea
So
is up by 2 set points.
there
The
was
important thing at this point, which we might be able to see a bit of, is the USA coach will have to keep the Americans with their head in the game. Can't let your head drop. You have
cannot.
to keep yourself.
You cannot afford now that the archer has no time to think too much what happened. Has to focus on how to make the good shot and just do it, because it's going so fast when you are there. How is
Yeah.
the feeling when you are outside and watch a match? We mentioned it seems that going a normal
I think it seems
mood.
longer on the outside. I think when you're there, your head is just so occupied with everything that's happening, it goes through very quickly. I was on the finals field twice in Wuxi in 2013 in the World Archery Youth Champs, the individual and mixed team events in the cadet category. Thankfully came home with the gold medal in both those occasions.
Congratulations.
But yeah, it's a very quick match.
Remember that, but go faster when you are inside, and you have to focus in you, and you don't realize that time goes so fast and you have to shoot again. Here we have seen how Kisik Lee has been discussing.
Yeah, showing them their arrow plots. I've seen Zach move his sight there, so hopefully he'll
Been
be.
probably trying to keep the attention in what they have to do and not so much on what's happened already.
Why
Keep
should you let the arrow that's in the target affect the arrows that are in your quiver?
focus on the present, what they have to do right now. Whatever happened before, there's no way to change it, but you can make sure that what you are doing now, you do right.
Yeah, you only have the ability to affect what is yet to come.
9.
That's a good shot by Collin.
Let's see
Outer
if
9.
he's back.
Hopefully Caleb will have got his head back in the game.
Right 9. Strong shot.
You can hear the instructions from the coach and the teammates.
Hopefully get it smooth. That's a fairly long hold. It's quite standard with
Wow,
Americans.
pretty good. But
Right,
no,
5.
he's not confident at all.
That is a shame.
It seems that the timing was good, but it's clearly not the shot he wanted to do, and he knows how to do. He needs to find his place very fast. If not, the match is over. And
Zach,
Zach
with that
showing
side adjustment, he's still putting him right in that group. He's doing.
again, showing
very
us
nice
how
right
it has
there.
to be done.
That is what you need to do when you're in a gold medal match at a world championship. You need to shoot to your best. And it's Lee Woo-suk, the man that won the Youth Olympics. The 10.
Number 10 on the line.
Looks like a 10 to me.
For me too, I think it's touching.
But
and
that's what you need the spotting scope for.
it's so smooth expansion, so easy
Yeah.
line to arrive.
They shoot huge amounts of hours in Korea. I've heard that the reason you get these teenage Koreans coming out of the woodwork suddenly shooting these amazing scores is that they have these sports schools and all the development programs and everything that they shoot maybe 500 hours a day from 13 to 17, 18. So you get these people that, poof, they turn up shooting 1350 feet and nobody's ever heard of them before.
They have several reasons. Let's say that one of them, I've been very often there. I've seen the elementary school, the middle school, university school, company team, and national team. It's a different structures, and one of the things is how to teach archery. Can start with elastic band, 2-3 months without shooting an arrow.
Yeah.
So what kid in Europe can
Yeah,
hold this?
they would never be able, they would never stick to that. But in
Kor-
Korea,
Kor-
you can
no,
make
in
a
Korea
living
too.
off
They stop many of them, but the 10 or 15 that survive, they have what they need to have mentally. They
Wow.
want. So
yeah,
they-
they have the drive.
Yes, for those that stay there in the program after 2 or 3 months working with elastic band, the position and how to stretch, they start using metal bows. They don't have the wooden bow, no beginner bow, directly to the right bow, with the right limbs, stabilizer, and they shoot short distance.
Okay.
Many arrows short distance. In fact, they compete in 30 meters until they are cadets, so they don't go too long distance, and they learn how to make many 10, 10, 10, 10. When we in Europe have the tendency that as soon as you start hitting the target, try to get more and more distance. And of course, when you start to get so good that you make many 10, you get a bit scared. They are not scared at all. They have trained this one since they are kids. And then they start adding distance.
So they can
form.
continually shoot that up the further distance. That's an interesting idea.
Other part important is it's a national sport in Korea, as we see in England or in Spain, that any football player make front page. In Korea are the archers making front page very often.
That would be nice.
So everyone in Korea knows that they can win a medal if we train hard, that the countries can deliver medal, and it's a sport very much recognized. And if we add to this that they have about 200 professional coaches just dedicated to train in the school.
Yeah, in the UK we have 5.
So it's a bit different, and then you have facilities. Many little schools have facilities. They have 5 huge centers or archery field. Plus you have Hyundai sponsoring the federation. Sometimes they have 3 or 4 teams traveling around the world.
Wow.
Which give them a huge opportunity. So I used to say it's not only one reason. It's not the form. It's not the coaches. It's all of them together.
Everything combined just means the standard is just amazing.
And even so, sometimes they lose. They are humans.
Yeah.
Very accurate humans, but so much that they are leading again 55 points with 2 liners, 2-9. We can see an asterisk. Let's see what the
Could be up
judges
to a 57.
have to say when
The
US
Americans
team
need to get their game back in order.
they have 51 with 1 liner. Now we can see they're marking the arrows just in case one arrow has a pass through or bounce, so it's important for the judges and the archers to know which one was the one. So every arrow that is in the target has a mark. We mark them, and then we can easily identify if one arrow that bounced or passed through, which one was the impact.
That is a 10 as well. All points were awarded to each team. 57 to 52 for that last set.
So they got both those liners there.
0 USA shooting.
They have both those liners there.
Yep.
I'll raise to 5 set points.
Our spotter is a bit conservative. It's interesting they still have it there, so he confirmed.
The Americans need to win this set to keep the game alive. If they draw, the Koreans will take home the gold medal.
It's clear US is shooting inconsistent. Some shots really, really good, and some not as good as it should be for challenging Korea, which is always quite consistent.
9.
Good
Another
start.
9 for Collin. Good quick shot. It's always nice to get your first archer on the line, get the shot away quickly. Keep that time pressure low. An 8 for Caleb, not quite what we need at this point to keep the pressure on Korea. Set Garrett up to shoot next. With those very thin ram archetype rods he has made. They're solid carbon the entire way, not a carbon tube but an actual carbon rod. And a 10.
He has not missed the 10 so far.
He had 1 high 9.
Ooh, good memory.
First hour was a high 9, then a high 10. And then he's adjusted his sight and been in the 10. So first hour is high, adjust the sight, then in the middle. So he's
Very
shooting
impressive.
very well out here. Lee Woo Suk. Right hand 9. 9.4 as we would say. As you can see, more thermals or long sleeve shirts here. Win AXT in his hand. Aluminium version of the CXT we saw a lot of people shooting with in London. Pretty much all the win staff shooters in the UK are shooting AXTs. You don't see many sponsored shooters shooting GMX and win games though. Considering the crossbreeding of companies is slightly frowned upon by
As
the
soon as you
companies
get
themselves.
the Hoyt formula, you need to have the Hoyt limbs. And
Well,
with the
nowadays
GMX,
we have the MK Korea limbs that can.
have you seen
can
very
fit
often
the
in top
formula.
level archers?
There are some, and then there's the MK Alpha Bow, which can take international limb fit and formula limbs. We have, I think, Florian Collin shooting them this year. Florian Collin shot the whole of the last year's season with, I think, an Ion X or HPX as his main bow, with MK, I'm going to say veracity, but don't quote me on that.
When you mention international limbs, it's for those that are not expert. It's the limbs that have a standard system that fit in most of the bows, and then they have some brands that make the specific system for a specific limbs, like the Formula of Hoyt, that try to get a combination with their own material, because there were more and more archers using the brand for the riser and a different brand for the limbs, trying to get the best of each. And this is very personal choice. Any archer trying to get the best equipment to make him perform as good as he feels. Here we see the Olympic champion from the Youth Olympic Games in Nanjing, who did an incredible final there in China.
10 and a 9 to win this set.
Let's say that the match is more or less over, with Korea shooting so good and US not.
10, so goal to win the match.
Nine for the win.
10.
Way to take the gold medal.
Another one, another national anthem. Korea
Another
keep
Korean national
going.
anthem for us. And then we have the next match, the mixed team event, is Korea versus Chinese Taipei. Another opportunity for them to stand up and hum.
They go from gold to gold.
Yeah.
They don't like any other medal, and they are achieving to keep it. Here, let's congratulate Korea for the excellent performance, and of course USA for making the final in what for sure was not an easy way when they finished in the rank in the 6th position and make it all to the final.
Yeah, they've shot very well.